Hey guys, so if you want to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell to be notified every time I post a new video. If you want to follow me on Instagram, look at my Amazon storefront and follow my podcast called I Talk a Lot and rate it 5 stars even though I've not posted an episode in a very long time. So this, I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a very short video. I'm hoping it's not going to be a whole lot of rambling, but you know me, I tend to do that. So let's just get started. Number one is that I used to think that sleeping together meant you actually like had sex, you know. Turns out, no, you actually had to physically do the action. I literally thought if you slept on a couch and someone slept on top of you, you did it. And it wasn't like, I was still learning about that, like the birds and the bees and puberty and stuff. So it wasn't until like, I think months down the road, I asked my mom, I was like, hey mom, when people say I slept, does it mean like literally you had, and she was like, no. So, didn't realize that because you literally think about it, but same thing when I was a little bit younger, obviously before I knew about periods, but I was watching the show called Glee and they said the word period and I was thinking, the bell ring during like middle school, high school, that's when it happened. So I asked my mom, like, what does period mean? And obviously my mom didn't tell me immediately right then and there. So it's like, I'll tell you later. And obviously, like the next year, I found out about periods, and then turns out I actually ended up having mine like way early. But yeah, for the longest time, I really thought like sleeping together meant like you literally like did it, when in reality, no, you literally just slept next to each other and you went to bed type of thing. I know, but it really does make it seem like when you hear that word and you don't know about it, or you're starting to learn about like all that things, it really does make it seem like you literally are talking about the physical act and not the act of sleeping. Okay, so next one was, I used to think that a euphilia, I can't say that word, but the thing that's in the back of your throat, I used to think everyone did not have it. And why I thought that was because I don't have it, and I don't know what happened to it. I don't know what they used it for when I was in China, so I just don't have one. Maybe I wasn't born with one at all, like I don't know. But yeah, I used to think everyone had it, and I used to think like, oh, like, I'm different. Like, sorry, not words. I used to think that, and when I found out, no, most people typically have it, and I didn't have it, I was like so confused, and I was sad, and like, obviously, I didn't spend too much time on that thought. Okay, so this isn't like really like a sad thing of like, oh, bless your heart type of thing. It's just more like I never realized it until like few years ago. Like, no, turns out you've been saying this entire saying wrong. It's couldn't care less, not could care less. And now that I know it, and anytime like a TV show or like a movie says it, or like in a YouTube video that I'm watching, and the person says I could care less, like it irks me now that I know the true like meaning of what it is and how you're supposed to say it, that like, oh, that's like, ugh. But yeah, I realized that no, I've been saying it words. I've been saying it wrong this entire time. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, I know I've been saying it wrong. I just didn't like, fully realize it wasn't couldn't. I mean, it wasn't coulda. Sorry, it wasn't could've. It's supposed to be couldn't have. Couldn't care less. Oh my gosh, my brain's not working today. So, I have next one is that also this isn't more like a bless her heart, it's more like it was like, oh, it's so cute, innocent child, like, was that I used to think like your heart was actually in the shape of a heart. And it makes sense because people say like, oh, it's your heart, and then there's the shape of the heart. So I literally thought everyone had like a shape heart inside of you. And then when I realized, no, your heart doesn't, like, sure, it kind of looks like a heart, but it's not really like fully shaped like one. It's like, oh, that to me was more kind of like sad, not like in a devastating way. It was more like, oh, like it would have been so cool if our hearts would have been shaped like that and not be this weird thing that to me it looks like a chicken leg. I'm just saying, I don't know why if anyone else thinks that, but to me I think it looks like a chicken leg. Second to last one I have is that I just found this out like this past week, that I always thought mail came on Sundays. I didn't realize, no, that turns out doesn't happen. Yeah, I feel dumb because I was putting something in the mail and it didn't go. So I was like, oh, not it didn't go, sorry. It didn't, the mail didn't come that day. So I was like, wow. And my dad was saying like how they used to not have mail on Saturdays, but then they reinstated that. So now we get mail on Saturdays, just not Sundays. I guess because it makes total sense. It's like the holy day. Everyone thought that, like back in the day, you know. I mean, Chick-fil-A doesn't open on Sundays, and I guess it's so weird to think that like there are places like that that don't open on Sundays, and it's just like, to me it's a little weird, but not really weird, but it's kind of like weird because I'm not used to it. I only know about Chick-fil-A and that's it. Okay, so the last one I have here is that I used to think reindeers and deers were the exact same thing. Now I love reindeers and I want to pet one so bad. I want to hug it, I want to love it, I just want to smush its tiny little face apart. Turns out, nope, I was wrong. They're two separate animals, and sadly I can't just go visit a reindeer. I think I have to go like somewhere cold. I tried excuse me. I tried looking up like where you can like go pet a reindeer. I believe they have one like at a zoo, the Atlanta Zoo or something. But obviously it was during Christmas time and now Christmas has passed. But I think an old friend said they might have it like in North or South Carolina. But yeah, sadly, I wish I could go pet a deer. I really want to meet one. I also want to pet a reindeer. Why am I my brain? I want to pet a reindeer and a deer. I'm just mixing those two things together. Sorry, to me it's still, they basically are basically the same thing because like it has deer in the name. It's just one has rain in front of it. So I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But I hope you guys like this video and I'll see you guys next week. Bye guys!